Namaste lovers, it's Darci, and I am in between classes, and I just wanted to share a little bit of love with you. I'd like to go over some postural awareness in mountain pose, Tadasana, Sukhasana, reclined Shavasana, some neck issues that people might be having in this pose. I'd also like to read a beautiful affirmation that I think just applies nicely to anyone's life, wherever you're at in your journey. Go over my favorite oil right now, and just little sprinkles and doses here and there of different things. So first of all, I'd like to start with a supported Sukhasana up on a bolster or some type of pillow that you can prop yourself up on. And the reason why I like this is because when you are going to spend time meditating, you want to be as comfortable as you can possibly be, so you are more inclined to continue coming back to your cushion. And so I'm going to face this way at the beginning, and then I'll turn around. But notice how my back is completely straight here. We've already done a video on this, so this whole video is not on seated Sukhasana. Okay, it is just real quick, just going over a few basic cues. We remind ourselves of this in every yoga class because sometimes our minds are very busy and we forget the little details. So chin parallel to the earth, our back is to a wall, our pelvis is upright, our eyes are closed, our tongue and our jaw are soft. A moment to find your breath, and if the belly breath is not coming immediately, know that that's okay. Just try to invite your inhalation deeper and deeper into your belly and beyond. Practicing Ujjayi, which is in and out through the nose, or you can be practicing an audible exhalation, exhaling from the soles of your feet. Take one more deep, full breath. Okay, so now let's come into a child's pose. You know, things have been really busy lately, and it's a beautiful blessing, and I'm just forever grateful for it. I have been finding myself getting tangled up and jumbled up in the glorification of being busy. And I've never wanted that. And so right now, my intentions, my personal intentions for my practice and for my life are for clarity, strength to continue to serve, and clarity of what needs to be done first, how to prioritize, organize, realign. And so this little sequence I'm doing here has been very healing for me today. My 8:30 morning bliss, as well as my Mommy and Me class at 10:30, just really slower than I've ever gone, very yummy and yinny and deep. And thank you to my 8:30 yogis for letting me ugly cry all over all of you today. It was such a powerful Shavasana for me. I get them now and again. The more I practice, the more I surrender in my postures, I feel very, very deeply. And You know, the last few weeks have been wild with news just coming in every angle. Just news that brings you down and makes you ponder life. And I have just found that letting go when I come here to this mat every morning and wake up with all of you and close the night with all of you is like I have a place that I can just be. I don't have to do. I don't have to put on all of my faces and cover up who I am. I can just come and be here. And I just want to thank my 830 yogis and all my yogis. Anybody that has shared practice with me over the last 5 years has cried with me or has seen me cry, and just in the middle of class. So on that being said, that's yoga. When you feel a pose so deep in shavasana, I'm lying still. It was deep, and I felt pain and anxiety and fear exiting my body in shavasana today. I couldn't even close class. I couldn't even say namaste. I stood up. I immediately felt the warmth of the women in the room. I am so blessed to be surrounded by so many amazing people in the community. And I just felt their warmth, and I felt like I could continue. And the tears were gushing like a wild river, and I just felt a release. And at some point in your practice, everybody will experience this release in some way. We don't know what pose it may be, but yoga really pokes at all those little hidden things that we've trapped, some samskaras that are trapped deep, deep within. And so today was very, very deep. So thank you all. I'll probably cry again some more today. I'm not done crying. I love to cry. I love crying. I love laughing. I love feeling my emotions and not suppressing them. And at 30, I'm finally starting to realize that when we suppress, we suffer. And so I'm just learning to be raw, be open, let go, like I'm talking to you right now, not holding anything in, just being me. Let's start to move through our cat and cow, and we'll go into a nice child's pose. When I do cat and cow, I like to marinate. So I don't, sometimes, I'll do my inhale, my exhale. My inhale, my exhale. I prefer to do everything a little slower, so I prefer to maybe hold my cow for about 5 to 10 breaths. So let's do 5 together. Take your collarbones and space them. Drawing your shoulder blades to a wall. Chin up. The full palms away. Feel the knuckles, the fingertips, the heel of the palm. The center of the palm. Shoulders, elbows, wrists are vertical. Hips over knees. And we have a beautiful extension of the spine. Try to really stay strong through the arms and not sink. You want to really be open. You can't see it. It's hard to see, but you want to stay spacious. So it's a smiley face on your hands and your knees. See something? Okay, let's get a little bit of tunes on. Just some light cueing, light poses. This is for when life is just, you're really taking it all in and you just need some slow restorative yoga. Keep the hips over the knees, the lower legs parallel to one another. And then let's go the other way. I don't like to say that we're creating a frown face, we're going to create a rainbow. So you're going to reach up, you're going to bring your belly to your backbone. And then you're going to tuck your chin and you're going to pull your pelvis up, tailbone down. We're still staying vertical through the arms and the thighs. Reaching the center of your backbone towards the clouds, and breathe. And then child's pose. So we're going to take the knees apart and we're going to start to bring the toes together so we have a diamond shape. And then we're going to start to sit back. Now a lot of people may stop right here and they're like, I'm done. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here, maybe you come all the way down. But the key is, can I root my sit bones to my heels while at the same time maintaining length and longevity through the spine, as well as melting the heart towards the earth. You can have your arms as far out. You can either have your chin to the earth, looking forward, or you can have your forehead to the earth. Let's say you're nowhere near the earth. That's okay. That's normal. You could have a yoga bolster, right? Tuck it in close, drape your body over the bolster, and now you're more elevated. It's a little bit more restorative, even though I consider child's pose restorative. It's not restorative for everybody, so we have to remember all of our bodies are different. So you could do this and then take turns switching the head to make sure that gets equal enough stretching through the spiral. Okay. Another thing you can do is let your heart melt, let your chest drop and open and become expansive, and just rest your forehead to the bolster. And then let all this come down. You do this is gorgeous. Make sure your neck is always comfortable. And you could also have either whatever you have, cork or foam. I like cork for some poses and foam for others. You can have your head to a block. And you can even have your head to 2 blocks, a blanket. Voila, all done. I mean, there's yoga for everybody, for everything, for every need. So you just got to work with your props, work with your awareness of what your body needs, what feels good and what does not. I always get so sad when I hear people say, oh, I tried a yoga class before and it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Or I got hurt or whatever. And it's just, there are so many styles of yoga, so many schools of yoga, just as many as there are flavors of ice cream, right? Frozen yogurt, and you can't just try one and immediately rule it out. There is a yoga for everybody. And so just remember that going in. Let's come to down dog, then we're going to do, we'll do bridge. And then not too much more, just a little sequence, maybe some breath work. So now we're going to do downward facing dog. And I want a different hold on. 2 seconds. Alright, friends. Go ahead and come up into your down dog if you're doing this with me. Okay, so in in down dog, we've got the same amount of options, maybe more. Okay, we'll start just original, and then we'll give all of our options. Oh, cosmic creator of all that is. So you really want to align your body symmetrically. Okay? The distance between the feet and the hands are going to be different between each person, each practitioner. Feet are hip width, the wrists are about shoulder width, maybe a little wider. Going to really spread the fingers. We want to come out of here. We want to be here. Watch how I'm not moving my hands or my feet. I'm drawing my sit bones back. Okay, but a lot of people are here. Even though it's a diagonal line, it's still hurting their wrists and their shoulder girdle. So think about super gluing your hands on the balls of your feet and or your heels as you reach out and away. Maybe your heels are floating. See my heels. So they could be here. They could be here. 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 We're still pressing away from the earth. Try about that. All right, so this is what it looks like. This is the mountain or pyramid or triangle or A-frame. Any of those analogies, whichever one resonates with you more. Now, some people may need to come down to their forearms, right? That's okay. Play with the distance. You can't slump here. You can't dump. You gotta really use those forearms, just like you would use your palms to press out and away. Keep your neck long. You can always be coming down to your hands and to your knees, right? To take breaks, you can come to child's pose at any time to surrender. So another thing that you can do is to blocks. I would recommend cork when you're putting a lot of body weight. So you can have blocks under your hands. You can have blocks under your feet. That gorgeousness, okay? There's no excuses. Anyone can come into down dog. You just gotta play. Play with your props. Get to know them. Every time my yogis come to my class, they say, what do we need? And now they don't really say it anymore because they know. Just grab everything. I'd rather have it all by me because I usually flow intuitively. So I'm not planning the class. It's just go with the flow. What we need that night. Okay. Ready for this? You don't need a yoga bolster. You can use a pillow too. up to the bolster, okay? So your kind of sacrum area, you should feel it on the back of the bolster. So low back, all the way up, okay? Your legs can be however you prefer, right? So you want to make sure that your pelvis is upright, right? It's not pouring forward. And then we're going to start to come down, right? Very mindfully, very slowly. Watch what happens with my back. This is a gorgeous, supported back extension. Take the time to space out your shoulder blades. Now, right now, I feel pretty good. There's one thing that I'm missing. And try to see if you could guess. If you were looking at my spine right now. What do you think's missing? What's that? Let me get a different side now. Look at my neck. Is the crown of my head shining straight back, or is it slightly down? I need a little bit of elevation into my neck. Let's see. Sorry, lovers, I'm not feeling this song. Not for this slow flow. I'm feeling this. Okay, so look at my crown of my head. It's kind of pointing down. I need it to be elevated, so I'm going to very slowly come up. Just going to sneak over here. I like to have everything just right here. It's going to give me the height that I'd like. Much better. And then I take my skull and I physically arrange it so the chin is slightly drawn. A little better. Right now, I'm allowing my heart to crack open. I'm allowing myself to open a space that's typically closed off in my bad posture. Okay. So legs, Sukhasana, Baddha Konasana, easy pose, or soles of the feet together is gorgeous. Watch what happened to my hips. They just opened up. Close. You could also just have this. Right? Feet hip width. You could also just have your legs lifted. I think I'm going to do this. Let the outer edges of the feet fall to the earth like Shavasana. Carve out space for grace in your life. Carve out space for stillness. Always take time to fill up your own cup so you can overflow the world with peace, bliss, harmony. Postures. We marinate whatever time we have time for. We want to be mindful of our entering and our exiting. Our transitioning is vital. It's just as important as the actual pose itself. It's so slow. The ascent is so slow, so light. So supportive. Alright, I hope you're feeling magical. I am. Let's do Tadasana and then Shavasana. Pretty vigorous flow today. Still spicy. So, I have an oil. I am not a person that just has to have just one kind of oil. I like all brands as long as they're 100% pure. Then I don't care who made it. My masseuse Julie, who's fabulous, she uses Sacred Mountain on my feet, and I fell in love with the scent, and so I ordered some. This one happens to be Young Living, and it is it's a divine scent. It is spruce, ylang ylang, balsam fir, and cedarwood. And so what we do is we rub it on our feet. And in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga, we give ourselves a self-massage every day with oils. And so you can do grapeseed, you can do sesame, but we'll just start with one drop of Sacred Mountain. It's going to reach every cell in our beautiful bodies in 20 minutes. It's pretty crazy. I'm going to rub it together. Breathe in. And then we're going to do just a little bit of self-massage. So while we're doing this, let's go ahead and come into Baddha Konasana. Okay. I like to be on a big cushion, not my bolster. I like to cushion my sit bones and my ankle bones. That's how I roll my pants. Or I'm gonna pull them up. Sorry. All right. Couple things you can do. First, we're gonna just really get into your feet that carry you everywhere through your journey in life. You know the pressure that feels good. You can use any oil you desire. You don't have to have an oil either to do a self-massage. And now as we age, we tend to fall more. We kind of lose our sense of balance, equilibrium. Yoga, regular daily dose of yoga, is going to help prevent, it's going to assist in preventing. It doesn't mean that you are just absolutely never going to get injured in your life if you do yoga. It's very far from the truth. You can actually get injured doing yoga if it's not done mindfully and properly. Let's take our feet. And I want to interlace the toes. Okay? This is going to open up all the nadis in the feet, the channels. If this is not possible, which it's not for a lot of people, so that's okay. I'll give you some other options. I don't know about you, but if you were feeling stressful when we started this video, I kind of was running around. I feel a lot better, for sure. I just got out of the shower, so my hair is still sopping wet. I'm trying to dry it before class. So you can be leaning in. You can be melting in. You can do whatever feels good, right? If you can't interlace the toes, then why don't you interlace your fingers in between each toe? Take the time to space it. This warms them up. There we go. Little blankets. And now my feet are being awakened and stretched while my hips are being externally rotated. Breathe deep. Let your belly expand on your inhale. Allow your lungs to completely empty. Take your time slowly releasing your fingers. Let's do Tadasana. Be mindful as you lift the legs. Alright, so this is our last pose before Shavasana. Let's just go over the alignment. You can see the full body. Tadasana was our pose of the week. We've just been doing a lot of Tadasana and holding it for like 2 minutes. And we remember that there's a lot that goes into this standing posture. And a book, Rolf Gates just came out with his second book. I love his work. And his second book has just been phenomenal in breaking down meditations on intention and being. I highly recommend getting this book. It is so deep and so true, every word. So I don't think I have it to show you. I think it's by my bed. But anyways, here's Tadasana. We have put on our sacred mountain oil. We're going to firmly root through the soles of our feet. Let's take a look at our feet. We want, I don't know if you can see my feet. Can you see my feet? Yeah, right, okay. This is the way your feet should look in a modified Tadasana. Outer edges of my feet are parallel to the edges of the mat, imaginary mat. My toes are spread. Either I do them on my own or I space them out and just really let them open and yawn open, breathe. Your toes get this much love during the day. They should. They're a beautiful part of our body. So here's your stance, right? A lot of times people are like this, or they lean in, or they lean out, or they put all their weight forward or back. No wonder we have a lot of foot issues, right? Okay, traditional. We're going to have the big toes together, heels slightly spaced because we're still staying true to the outer edges of the feet, parallel to the edges of the imaginary mat. Yeah. Right, so then let's work it up. Now I need to engage my quadriceps. So I'm going to squeeze my quadriceps by lifting my knee. So I'm engaging. And then as far as the pelvis goes, right? We like to kind of booty pop in this pose. We don't want any booty popping when we're in this pose. Booty popping. Trying to get it so you can see the full length. Is this. Let's take all this. Tightest. All right, now we can see the pelvis. All right, take your hands to your pelvis and just start to bring it back, forward. This is booty popping. It's good when you're dancing, but not with your posture. Okay, now feet are open. Have the awareness there. Then we're going to lift the kneecaps, and I want you to point your tailbone. See how mine's pointing out, right? I need it to be right there. Okay, by doing that, transverse abdominis, locked in, contracting. Latissimus dorsi, engaging, right? All these muscles working. Thighs lifted, squeezing. I'm not here. This is going to hurt me. That extension in the lumbar part of my spine, I don't want this. But this is kind of everyone's habit, unfortunately. This. So I want you to place your body on a wall, an imaginary wall behind you. So watch what happens when I go from, oh, we're just doing Tadasana pose again, to in one straight line, minus the natural curves. We can't take away our natural God-given curves, but we can create length consciously by being mindful of our neutral pelvis. This is it, folks. Try it for 5 to 10 minutes, breathing, eyes open and closed. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. So finally, we're going to I want to show you how to get in Shavasana for the most luxurious, yummy experience. I have several blankets. Where's my, let me go get something real quick. Wrapping up. Anything you do with me is going to be super long, drawn out, with lots of description. I'm sorry, I can't help it. But you can do these poses real quick, like a 10-minute sequence right before you leave the house in the morning, right? Okay, so here's my station. I take this blanket. This is the main thing I want you to get out of this today, is propping the cervical part of the spine for Shavasana, right? Okay. All right, and then I'm going to take a gorgeous bolster, and it's going to be horizontal. For my knees. Even though this is our relaxing pose, we need to be very, very mindful of the way we arrange our bones so we can fully surrender. Now I've got some major adjusting to do. You can't just fall into Shavasana and be like, okay, I'm there, right? Can't do that. Gotta watch our pelvis. I want to be even on my mat too. Okay, starting to feel pretty good. Oh, of course, I need my phone. Switch the music. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I think we'll play Love Song from the Mountains. That sounds good. Okay. If your pelvis is like this, see that little light shining through underneath my back? That is not good. I want my pelvis to be like this. Sacrum, right here. This part should be flat, which means a cue is to take your tailbone and make sure that your pelvis is down, right? Not down, you want it flat, the back. Okay. Just want to get in it. Okay. My knees are comfortably relaxed, right? Make sure you take your booty flesh, take that flesh, roll it down, away. Yep, space out your shoulder blades. Look at how supported my neck is right now. Do you see this? I feel a little off. Okay. If I was to take this blanket away, right? Look what happens to my head. You may not be able to see it from that view, but I can feel it. My chin is skyward, my neck is an extension. That's not something I want to do while I'm waiting in Shavasana, while I'm surrendering. Okay? So, blanket back beneath my head where it belongs. Right, are we ready? Shoulder blades are spaced, you're effortless, palms open, right? Here we go. Gorgeous goddess eye pillow. Oh. I need every single one of you to do this at least 5 minutes a day. This is your all-natural drug to take. Just find time to be still. Scan through your body, starting at the crown of your head, and see what is still contracted, and then let it go. Soften and melt to the earth. Feel the loving support of Mother Earth cradling you. The warm, gentle, gravitational pull keeping you close. Let your eyeballs sink deep to the sockets. Let your tongue rest back, away from the teeth. Soften the jaw, collarbones. Let your heart begin to blossom open. Every exhale, letting go. Soften. As the world continues to spin outside these walls, you are seeking harmony with your inner stillness. Wiggle the fingers. arms skyward and roll. Make a fist. Open. Bring the feet to the bolster. Take a few deep breaths. In my classes, 99% of the time we will do a minimum of 10 minutes. So this is just a sampling. No need to worry. You'll also have lavender essential oil draped on your feet or your collarbones or your temples, wherever you like. Let's bring the knees in, drape your arms over the shin bones, and just rock. Tailbone skyward. I like to always throw in a happy baby. Just invite the knees open, invite the feet open. Stay here and rock. Maybe add some extension to the legs. We want the crown of our head shining straight back in happy baby. Never chin to sky. Try to draw the tailbone down as best as you can. And then to finalize that action, go ahead and bring feet to outer edges, inner knees join. Let the inner hips just rotate. There's nothing better than spending time with yourself on the mat, with your breath at the moment, with your body. We get this body for just a very short time here on earth. Let's nourish it, let's nurture it, let's bless it. It is very sacred. And we'll close with a reading from Heart Thoughts, Louise Hay. This lady's got it going on. I like to always pick up a cushion. Makes me feel better. And I don't just cushion my sit bones, I like to cushion my ankle bones too. Alright, yogis. Okay. This is a book of affirmations, and in the front, by the way, yogis, we're updating our website, and we have a section called Bliss Extra, or Extra Bliss, I can't remember, one of those. And it's going to have recipes, all natural beauty care. It's going to have book recommendations. I love to dive into books, and so I'm always reading something new and beautiful and exciting, fiction, nonfiction. I'll share it all with you on that page and in our new Blissful Blogging. But in the front of this book, depending on what you're going through in your life, you can just open it up to the contents and just pick any topic. Responsibility and blame, spirit, freedom, grief, children, consciousness, criticism, emotions. Wow, there's so many. And they're in alphabetical order, A to Z. So definitely pick this book up. I got mine on Amazon. Any books that I post, I'll send a link to. I pretty much get everything through Amazon, but I will try to send you a link to get it easily. This affirmation is under the title, Oneness. I'm going to open with a quote, and then I'll read the affirmation. We can either destroy the planet, or we can heal it. It is up to us individually. We need to sit down every day and send some loving, healing energy to our planet Earth. What we do with our minds makes a difference. And I believe that quote with all of my heart and all of my soul. Our thoughts create our reality. And then the actual affirmation for today, and I've been reading this in our classes too, and I'll write it down too on Facebook, don't worry. I am connected to all life. I affirm the following. I am spirit, light, energy, vibration, color, and love. I am so much more than I give myself credit for. I am connected with every person on the planet and with all of life. I see myself healthy, whole, and living in a society where it is safe for me to be who I am and for all of us to love one another. I hold this vision for myself and for all of us, for it is a time of healing and making whole. I am part of that whole. I am one with all life. And so are you. And so it is. I hope. Let's take a moment of silence to recollect our breath before we end our time with each other. I'll see some of you on the mat maybe at 6:30, and if not, I'll see you this weekend. I always get to see you. It makes me very happy. Let's come into Jana Mudra. Pointer thumb. Rest of the fingers open. Cosmic mind, the egoic mind, they join, we're one, we're connected. We're going to exhale and allow that egoic mind to dissolve breath by breath as we merge with the cosmic consciousness, with all of life. Make your belly really expand. It's been such a healing time on my mat. I hope it was healing for you. I choose clarity in where I am going and how I am serving, and also eyes of compassion, all beings. Namaste to each and every one of you that joined me on the mat today. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti. May peace surround you and envelop you.